Right. Thank you, everybody. Glad to see a big turnout tonight. And for all of you watching online, thanks for being here too. This is our April meeting of SMC. So look ahead for the rest of the semester on Tuesday, which is today. We're having our club meeting. Glad to see you once again. Big turnout here. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Anyone who showed up is getting triple points for showing up. Thursday, April 13th, which we'll get into in a little bit, that will be our networking event. That's a big deal. So for any of you who are interested, please RSVP. And like I said, we'll get a little more information on that later. And then the week of the 24th, the date's still to be determined, but that'll be our final club meeting, and it'll be our transition meeting where we go through our elections and usher in our new group of members.
I got this. All righty. So coming up, this might be new for some of you. It might be similar from last year. We do have our sports management club board elections. So beginning now, technically, you can email our current president, Anna Greenfield, if you would like to run for a position. These are the positions that are available. Of course, we have president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, PR, and social media, and senator. So you guys can kind of read through this. Whatever you're interested in, please reach out, and we would love to have you a part of the board for next year. You get your input and kind of get to help run the club the way you see it best fit. And then why you should run to gain leadership experience. This is a good way. It's something great to put on your resume, as well as SMC is a well-known club throughout the city. We do have ties with Indiana Sports Corporation and a lot of very good groups around the entirety of the city, and we can help you kind of propel your career. We do have a lot of exclusive volunteer opportunities inside the club. So if you do show that you work very hard, you can gain some more higher quality and more hands-on experiences. You also get to work closely with your industry professionals and professors like Dr. Sherman, Dr. Pierce, Dr. Lee, the big three. Shout out Dr. Lee. So it's a good time. Everyone has fun. Maybe a little too much fun sometimes on the board meetings, but it's a good time. Oh, whoops. I know. Luke, you're up.
Okay. All right. So we got our timeline here, April 14th. Last day to let Anna know what you want to run for. The following Monday, we got open voting. We usually send out a poll in group me. Be on the spots.
We send out an email though.
Right.
We send out the voting link in an email.
And then all of us in the club can vote for who we feel best fits that position. And then Sunday, the 23rd. It's our announcement, big announcement for the new board. And then a few days later, our transition meeting. So we'll introduce all the people, our new board, kind of wrap things up for the year. Shout out to all our friends here.
We will update the dates if they do change.
So what was it, Saturday morning, windy day, cold. Good job, everyone.
That's great.
How fun. Our networking event. This is the big one. Thursday, April 13th, 5 to 6 p.m. in the basement of the campus center, where all the games are. We're not in the game room though. There's gonna be a bunch of people there. You can Colts, Pacers, all the big ones around town. And then if you know anyone who you'd like to invite, any professionals for any organizations, we are open to that as well. Just let one of us know and we can get that all situated. Now here are our tips.
Okay. We thought since we would be doing a networking event next week that we would give a little bit of advice to those who are new to this. So this is mine, Alex Nielsen. I would say a good introduction for yourself, just kind of explain what you do and where you're from, just very quickly. So as you can see mine down there, it's just a very short and sweet sentence. It doesn't have to be anything elaborate or crazy. One that I know I get a lot, is what is your why? Don't just say I love sports. It's really, kind of a blanket statement. We all love sports in some way, shape, or form, but take pride in what you value because others will too. It's something that never really goes away as time continues. And nevertheless, be yourself. You'll get a lot further than you ever know just being yourself. You're just straight up and genuine. Most people will end up liking you, and if they don't, it just doesn't work out. You just got to look at it that way. And a good question that I like to ask to professionals is, what is one task or project you're most excited about this year? Just something to not be like, what's your job or what's your day-to-day life like? Just something that's more interesting and a little more in-depth for them. And you never know where the conversation can go when you ask a question like that.
It is me. So I am, no, it's okay. There's stuff coming. I'm a diehard Chicago Bears fan, but I want to take something out of the Aaron Rodgers book here. When it comes to networking, RELAX. Just relax. It's really something so simple that a lot of people I feel like usually overthink, and people get so uptight and they're all worried about asking the right questions and saying the right things that sometimes it comes off like you're stressed out about the event or you're stressed off about talking to somebody. And you don't want to come off like that. You want to come off casual, relaxed, professional, of course. But I think that the less you think about it, the less you'll overthink, and the better you'll actually perform when trying to network with these professionals. The other thing I'd like to say is just be memorable. Be the one who's not afraid to go up and shake the hand of the biggest name in the room. Story that I was going to share is that me, Rishi, Willie, and Kai Biami went to Las Vegas last year, and there was a little networking event that they hosted. There were probably close to 60 or 70 college age students there. Everyone was kind of in their little pods, you know, at the cocktail tables. And the president of the entire organization came up to our group and wanted to talk with us because she said we looked like we were having the most fun out of everybody there. And she ended up wishing us the best of luck in the competition. We were the only group that she actually came up and personally talked to. And she was the keynote speaker at that event. So yeah, just don't be afraid to be yourself. I know Alex mentioned that too. Yeah, don't be afraid to walk up to someone, shake their hand, smile, brighten their day. People like people who are happy. People smile back at you, smile if you smile at them first. So I'll take over Rishi's.
We can split Rishi's up.
I can get it. Questions you should ask yourself. Sorry, Rishi's not with us at the moment. So
Yeah.
few questions that Rishi would suggest you ask yourself. So this is in preparation going into the networking event. Ask yourself what kind of work you can see yourself doing. That is really important because you have to have an identity going into these events. If you walk in there just saying, well, I'd like to work in sports, that's pretty vague and it's not going to seem like you're that driven and don't have that high set of goals. Quote that I always liked was aim small, miss small. If you have small, precise, accurate goals, then you will have more successful outcomes. Another question you should ask yourself is, are there any people who have this work experience? And if not, does anyone have a job with overlapping skills? So once again, that's just kind of preparation and knowing yourself, and also know your environment. You got to know the people that are there, do your research, know the people that are around you, and make the most of it for yourself. Once you've identified those people, think of questions that you're curious about. How did you get to where you are today? What kinds of things do you do when you were my age? Because these people are all people that are successful and they're doing what they do very well. And they've all been where we were once. We've all been college students. We've all been trying to grind through classes and volunteering and part-time jobs and internships. And they know where we've been. They know where we're trying to go. So don't be afraid to walk up to them and ask them questions about how they got to where they are. It could be something that could really help you out. and what kind of skills are most important in the field. It would be a really good way to help you kind of find yourself and know if maybe your goals suit you well. You can't end up in something that you might not necessarily be good at. If you're an accountant that's horrible at math, you're not going to get a job. So this may be better advice for reaching out to people on LinkedIn, but it's also something. So yeah, don't be afraid to go on LinkedIn too. Before this networking event, we're hopefully going to be able to get out a list of names to you guys so you can do your research, find out who you might want to talk to, have pictures and faces to match with names. And yeah, we're looking forward to it.
So my first point here was actually just spoken. But yeah, so being prepared, super important. Oh, yeah, another thing. About being prepared, dress nicely, dress to impress. I've seen it before where
Just casual.
yeah, no suits, no.
Okay,
You know.
if you wear a suit, just don't wear a tie.
You can wear a suit, I'll give you that, but don't wear joggers and a sweatshirt. I'd rather you wear a suit, look nice, look clean, look fancy. And then I have LinkedIn, we talked about, I have it right here. Elevator speech, just like a quick pitch, what you've been doing, what you would like to do, and then be ready to answer some basic questions that, they might have for you. And then for me, the most awkward part is like the first 10 seconds trying to make, small talk, when you first go up to someone. So I found the best way to overcome that is make a connection. You're like, oh, you're at Sports Corp. I volunteered for this while I was there. And then that kind of gets the conversation going rather than just kind of making weird small talk. You don't know what to say next. So I found that will help the conversation go much better.
Unless Anna and Noah have anything to add.
I'll add. Should I come up?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
I'll
It's gonna be,
I'll
it's
just.
gonna be straight.
So if you're doing open check, it's live stream. Well, but I don't have to log into the
Okay.
CC.
Here we go. I'm really short. Hey guys, so first thing, huge shout out to those three guys for taking over. I forgot Noah and I had sales. And so yeah, that was my bad, but hopefully you all watched that. I'm gonna do something. If you all watch this and text me or message me the word relax, I'll give you credit for watching the video or attending the meeting in a way. But yeah, so we would love to see you at our networking event. And then like we said, we would love to have you on our board as well. So if you're interested in running, just send me a message by the 14th. Or if you have any questions about any of those positions, feel free to reach out to me or anyone on the board who are in those positions. So I think that's all we have. And now Luke will come close it for us.
All right, everyone, I'm gonna be straight up with y'all. I got nothing for tonight, but it has come to my realization. The next meeting will be my last wise words. So with that being said, y'all better come because it's gonna motivate you to do whatever you want to do in life. So this is gonna be the big finale. Taking a week off.
Look, are you gonna cry?
Maybe shed a tear or two. But that's what I got for tonight. So
Stay tuned.
either next month. It's gonna be crazy.